This is the future rave sound. I'm getting lost in an underground. This is the future rave sound. I'm getting lost in an underground.
Eminem, bro. There's something that I made as a joke and it works so good, I could not believe it. I discovered those websites that are about AI. Basically, you can write lyrics in the style of any artist you like. So I typed, write a verse in the style of Eminem about future rave. And I went to another AI website that can recreate the voice. I put the text in that and I played the record and people went nuts.
A negyedik ipari forradalom egy olyan időszakot és paradigmaváltást jelöl, amely a digitális technológiák, az automatizáció és a mesterséges intelligencia AI térnyerésével, valamint azok kölcsönhatásaival kapcsolatos. Képzeljük el először azt az embert, aki meghatározó alakja ennek a változásnak. Ő Klaus Schwab, akit sokan a W.O.E.2023 Fórum alapítójaként ismernek. Schwab a mesterséges intelligencia hatalmas lehetőségeit látja a jövőnk formálásában. Klaus Schwab, az idők kihívásaira felelve, a W.O.E.2023 Fórum vezetőjeként áll a mesterséges intelligencia forradalmának élén, készítve az emberiség következő nagy ugrását.
In 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains. You all will have implants. We measure your brain waves.
The newest way to monitor attention is through a device like this one. These are ear pods that are launching later this year. These ear pods, much like the video you watched earlier, are ear pods that can pick up brainwave activity and tell whether or not a person is paying attention or their mind is wandering.
An alert popped up, telling you to take a brain break. Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little. But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present.
In one experiment, Penn State researchers were able to show that by monitoring brainwave activity with AI in a factory setting, the robot could sense stress levels in the individual and change the speed with which they were giving tasks to the human, calibrating it so that rather than suffering from cognitive overload, it would bring it to levels of cognitive load. This idea of cognitive ergonomics is what I think is the future of the healthier workplace.
Milyen fórum is a World of Economics? Ez az a fórum, ahol a világ vezetői, üzletemberei, kormányzati képviselők, befektetők, közgazdászok, mérnökök, újságírók összegyűlnek, hogy megvitassák a globális kihívásokat és teendőket a jövő formálása érdekében. 2023-ban a Davosi Fórumon a mesterséges intelligencia volt az egyik fő téma, és néhány drámai előadás emelte ki a technológia potenciális hatásait.
The shape of things to come will be unlike anything we've ever seen before. Why? Because what will be shaping those things is this new partnership between technology, nature, and humanity. I think we're going to see a world where we're moving from things that are fabricated to things that are farmed, where we're moving from things that are constructed to that which is grown.
AI will increasingly replace repetitive jobs, not just for blue-collar work, but a lot of white-collar work.
What sort of jobs would be lost to AI?
Basically chauffeurs, truck drivers, anyone who does driving for a living, their jobs will be disrupted more in the 15 to 20 year time frame. And many jobs that seem a little bit complex, chef, waiter, a lot of things will become automated. We'll have automated stores, automated restaurants, and altogether in 15 years, that's going to displace about 40% of jobs in the world.
The U.S. Air Force is adding AI pilots to 6 more F-16s. This effort, dubbed Project Venom for Viper Experimentation and Next Gen Operations Mode, comes on the tail of last month's announcement that the Air Force successfully flew a whole series of combat tests using an AI-piloted and heavily modified F-16 this past December.
We put cyber on a PowerPoint slide and everybody talked about it. It was going to be the panacea for everything. But it took us about 10 to 15 years to really understand it. For AI, it's been on PowerPoint slides probably a lot less time, but it's moving so quickly today that, where's it going to go? And that's the thing I think we got to be concerned about, of how it can be used against us, or how our AI, if you don't trust it, how it could give you a bad vector on an area, and then now you're doing your kind of damage control after the fact because you trusted the AI, which then will take you a step backwards because now you start to lose trust. So there's some good things about it, but I think there's a lot of unknowns as well.
A Tesla miatt felrobbant az internet, amikor bemutatták a második generációs Optimus robotokat. Nézd, milyen finoman bánik a tojással. Fogadok, hogy szívesen kezet ráznál velük. Ha pedig azon gondolkodsz, hogy mikor is válhatsz etikus rabszolgatartóvá, Elon szerint már 3-5 éven belül megrendeléseket tudnak fogadni.
Samsung just unveiled this little robot. You put it in your house and it will stalk your cat or your dog.
Nine, 10.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning.
Alexa, what is 97 minus 68? 97 minus 68 is 29.
Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd.
It turns out a big part of getting things done is making a phone call. We think AI can help with this problem. Let's say you want to ask Google to make you a haircut appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. What happens is the Google Assistant makes the call seamlessly in the background for you. So what you're going to hear is the Google Assistant actually calling a real salon to schedule the appointment for you. Let's listen.
So how can I help you? Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second.
When you make or receive a call in a language you don't speak, the Galaxy S24 series can provide live translations of your call, both verbally and on screen, right away.
Hola, esta llamada se está traduciendo y subtitular de forma simultánea.
Hello? Can I make a reservation for tomorrow at 7 p.m.?
Hola, ¿puedo hacer una reserva para mañana a las 7 de la noche?
Por supuesto. ¿Para cuántas personas? Of course. For how many people?
Table for 2, please.
Mesa para 2, por favor.
There's going to be people of means who are going to travel, and then there's going to be people maybe who of lesser means who might actually be able to use an Oculus or a Magic Leap or some other kind of device to travel to the same place, but from their own couch. But in many ways, it's actually going to create even more distance between those two people, that psychologically, and I think that we've experienced this through social media, in many ways it's brought people closer in certain ways, but actually created this remarkable divide because it's even more visible, actually, the divide in certain ways.
We have a big challenge with misinformation. We have a big challenge with deepfakes. And I think there's another challenge that most people don't comprehend or actually even know. Your brains are going to be attacked by these systems. As they get better at manipulating us, as they collect more data, as they interact with people more, we are going to be manipulated completely by these tools. We are not seeing that yet. We're thinking about losing our jobs. But what if every time you buy a product, you don't actually want to buy that product, you're being manipulated to do it? It's already happening on e-commerce sites. I don't want to ring the doom and gloom bells here, but the truth is, When you go to buy a product and you end up buying 10 and realizing, okay, I can't make ends meet for some reason, this is an artificial intelligence working on your brains and your psychology.
We are just now where we move into the exponential phase. And I agree, artificial intelligence, but not only artificial intelligence, but also the metaverse, new space technologies, and I could go on and on, synthetic biology. Our life in 10 years from now will be completely different, very much affected, and who masters those technologies in some way will be the master of the world.
Azt a nagy nemzetstratégiai célunkat, hogy a gazdasági növekedés az minden évben haladja meg 2-3% az Európai Uniós mértéket, és mikor az európai gazdaságok stagnálnak, meg lefele jönnek, nekünk egy fölfele futó pályán kell haladnunk, és 2030 környékén, amikor mindenfajta nagy átrendeződések lesznek a világban, amiről most már nincs időm beszélni, de Amerikától az Európai Uniók sok minden történni fog, arra a 2030 környéki időpontra, ami minden nemzetet megpróbál majd, és komoly, ennél a mostani pandémiánál sokkal nagyobb stresszteszt alá helyez majd, arra a 2030-ra a mi nemzetünknek, a mi nemzeti közösségünknek, ideértve annak a gazdaságát, olyan állapotba kell lenni, hogy azokat a kihívásokat ott és akkor majd bírjuk, sőt, gyarapodásra tudjuk felhasználni. Ez van előttünk. Ehhez megállapodás kell, olyan megállapodás, mint amit most szeretnénk aláírni, és ha a következő 10 évben be tudjuk tartani ezt a megállapodást, akkor 2030-ra el is érjük az Európai Unió fejlettségének az átlagát. Lesz védelmi képességünk, lesznek komoly egyetemeink, lesz technológiai előnyünk a térségben másokkal összevetve, és ezeket egy jó politikai vezetéssel össze is tudjuk kombinálni úgy, hogy ebből magyar nemzeti versenyelőny kerekedjen, nem csak a régióban, hanem még azon kívül is.